I want you guys to picture this. You are explicitly told by doctors, teachers, and TV ads to make healthier choices for your body. But the moment you walk out of your front door, making that choice is practically impossible. Imagine wanting to buy fresh fruit, vegetables, and healthy ingredients for you and your family, only to find out that the closest real grocery store is a 30-minute drive away. Instead, within walking distance of your home, you see there are glowing fast food signs, multiple liquor stores, and corner markets selling cheap, heavily processed junk. Now, today, I'm here to address the crisis of systemic food apartheid within communities of color. The solution we need to talk about is changing local zoning laws to limit predatory fast food joints and using tax breaks to bring real grocery stores back into these neighborhoods. And well, hello, my name is Philip, and to fully understand this issue, I conducted extensive research using data from organizations that study food access, public health reports, and community development frameworks, as well as peer-reviewed studies mapping the structural correlations between race, geography, and healthy food access. Food apartheid should matter to every single person in this meeting because it's our public health and our daily quality of life are completely connected to the availability of fresh food. Even if you live in a neighborhood that is packed with grocery stores and systemic food inequality damages entire cities. It lowers the quality of life for our neighbors and drives massive economic gaps. And this is something to just ignore. And while many people use the phrase food desert, experts choose food apartheid because it explicitly shows that these areas didn't happen by accident, like a natural desert. They were intentionally created by discriminatory societal systems. And that's only the tip of the iceberg. If we continue upon this, we'll see that according to the Stray Dog Institute of 2026, these neighborhoods have faced decades of historical discrimination regarding public investments, leaving them completely stripped of the physical resources required to produce and deliver healthy food. Furthermore, in a peer review study in the BMC entitled Dis- Disparate, I mispronounced that a little bit, access to nutritional food. Authors Sampson and Hannibal state that an individual's access to healthy food is directly correlated to their location or the location of their community and the inequality of their economic status. This evidence proves that a lack of nutrition is not a personal failure of the residents, it is a direct result of an unequal system. And another major reason food apartheid is a serious problem in that these neighborhoods, you know, it's not because these neighborhoods are more profoundly colored, it is because that the healthy food is drowned out by these major fast food chains, and they are actively continuously flooded with these dangerous alternatives that are completely unhealthy for your own body. And according to another article, or the Transformation Project, food apartheid has areas routinely contain an abundance of fast food chains and processed food options. You can tell by the picture. I mean, this instead you have these heavily processed food chains instead of standard grocery stores. And because of this layout, these neighborhoods become what experts would say food swamps. The Natural Resource Defense Council explains that families living in these environments face a much higher risk of severe diet related illnesses simply because affordable fresh food is geographically out of reach. When cheap, unhealthy items are highly visible and accessible on every single block, while fresh produce is a mile away. I mean, individuals are forced into an unfair environment that makes protecting their physical health incredibly difficult over time. And that it just doesn't add up because if we also look at how deep it goes, I mean, food apartheid, it branches so long term, it is actually crazy. I mean, the inequality that not just damages both your health and economic futures of marginalized communities. I mean, even data shows from, again, the Stray Dog Institute of 2026 reveals that individuals that are trapped in food apartheid environments suffer from significantly higher rates of chronic preventable illnesses. I mean, due to these combined impact of poor food access and historical neighborhood neglect. I mean, again, the transformation project of 2026 further highlights my point. I mean, how do these predatory food options dominate daily diets of community members because alternative options simply do not exist in their zip codes? This makes it kind of like undeniably clear, that food apartheid is much more than a simple grocery inconvenience. I mean, it's a fundamental civil right and e- equity issue. Health equity issue. Um, and now we can start to look at, now that we know what food apartheid is, we or understand the damage caused by food apartheid, we can start to now look at my solution. Um, what I'm proposing is a concrete policy plan to fix this. Cities can directly intervene by modifying their local zoning laws to restrict the density of fast food restaurants and unhealthy retailers in vulnerable areas while simultaneously using municipal tax incentives to bring full service grocery stores into these same communities by rewriting that city zoning codes to halt the expansion of fast food chains. Local governments create empty real estate, empty real estate space and economic demand for healthier and more diverse businesses to establish a foothold. And if we look at, real examples, real where we see this, how can these, what my solution, I'm already proposing something that's in action, but I want more of it. We don't see it in more communities. And what I'm proposing is that, for instance, local news reporter Emily Mercado from the Block Cup Chicago documented how Chicago City Council successfully passed a landmark zoning ordinance to ban discount dollar stores from opening too close to existing ones. And this is to protect community development and to protect that predatory level expansion that we see from these fast food corporations. And on the incentive side, Meredith Dunn on News on 6 reported that successful expansion of the Oasis Fresh Market, which you can see in the top or the first image on the right. You can see this Oasis Fresh Market in North Tulsa. It's a grocery store that broke a devastating 14-year grocery drought entirely because of public financing and community incentives. I mean, broad policy platforms and community food programs have proven highly effective at expanding nutrition access for underserved populations nationwide. And we can use state laws to stop these major corporations from sabotaging these efforts. And according to the industry report by Sam Silverstein in Grocery Dive, Rhode Island actually recently passed a law that stated a complete overhaul or a blocking of these large supermarket chains from using sneaky property agreements to keep competitor grocery stores from moving into empty storefronts they left behind. And while critics might object and claim that grocery stores simply don't want to operate in low income urban areas, I mean, municipal tax breaks completely eliminate that financial risk. And by offering these cost benefits, cities can make an opening in underserved neighborhoods more profitable and then opening in a more saturated market. And a food apartheid, it is a very complex subject because it didn't just happen over time like a desert. It is something that is systemically engraved in today's society. And It is just a part of the historical inequalities that have limited many people's access to healthy food. However, changing these zoning laws and incentivizing grocery stores to go into these communities can fix these problems. And a person's health and life expectancy shouldn't be determined by their zip code. If we take action to make healthy food accessible to all communities, our neighborhoods will truly thrive and people will actually be healthy. Thank you.